Shalom from the beautiful city of Jerusalem. I finally arrived here in Israel. I'm so excited with my itinerary, with all the things that I have to do. I had a little bit of problem in the immigration last night, but it's fine now. I'm glad that it was all settled. I'm already here at the hotel. I'll be starting my first day here in Jerusalem. I'm excited because hindi ko na yata mabilang kung ilang pelikula yung napanood ko when I was a child na ang setting ay dito sa Jerusalem. Because of that, I'll be seeing those sites.
I recently traveled in Jerusalem for 4 days. It was quick, but I had a very hectic schedule when I was there. I want to make sure that I cover as many places as possible. I had very limited time because I had another flight going back to the Philippines. Nevertheless, with this amount of time I had, I want to show you how you can maximize your visit with my very own itinerary.
I've seen you in a movie, I heard you in a song. Now I know that this will never go wrong.
From 2 p.m. until 8 p.m., I walked in the narrow streets of the old city. I was lucky, it was summer, so even at 8 p.m. it wasn't very dark outside. Inside the old city, don't forget to walk in the colorful and vibrant souk or market, visit the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, follow Via Dolorosa, the birthplace of Virgin Mary, and be amazed at the Western Wall. Maraming beses actually nawawala ako dahil nakakalito talaga ang mga kalsada sa loob ng Old City. So, my quick advice for you ay sundin nyo na lang yung mga signages. Very easy to follow naman siya and mas maigi ang sense of direction ko when I started following the signages. Sa Google Map kasi, not so accurate yung Google Map inside the old city kasi nga sobrang kikipot ng mga daanan. So minsan nalilito talaga ako and nawawala talaga ako. Also during my first day, you will spend a good half day to explore everything inside the old city. This is if you came prepared. So in my case, I tried to watch and read as many resources as possible before I book my flight to Jerusalem. If you have an extra money naman, you can rent a tour guide. They are easily available inside the old city then.
Today, I'll be joining a group tour. The itinerary is to see Bethlehem and Palestine and to see the Dead Sea, to swim in the Dead Sea. So let's check that out.
Second day was packed with activities starting at 7 a.m. I joined a group tour booked online going to Bethlehem and the Dead Sea. For this tour, it's not possible to do it on your own, so I really recommend you to join a group tour, or if you have a budget, you may book a private tour. Bethlehem is the birthplace of Jesus, and Dead Sea is a must in your itinerary when visiting this part of the world. For this tour, you will need to bring your passport as you will be crossing borders of Israel and Palestine. Good news for Filipino passport holders, you don't need to acquire a pre-approved visa for these two countries. The highlights of this tour were visiting the Shepherd's Field, wherein the Bible mentioned this place to be the place where an angel appeared and announced the birth of Jesus. You will visit the wall that separates the two countries with not just colorful but very meaningful graffiti. You will also visit the Milk Grotto where the Holy Family sought a refuge during the massacre of the innocents of King Herod. Mary is said to have spilled drops of her milk, turning the cave from a reddish stone to chalky white. You will go inside the Church of Nativity where Jesus was born. Little trivia about this church, different religious groups celebrated Christmas on 3 different occasions here. So just imagine spending Christmas 3 times in a year.
These mosaics are from the same time like the Basilica, 12th century, but here we have ghostly scenes.
And the last part of this trip was a visit to the Dead Sea, which is still part of the West Bank. During our trip to this part, we often ask the driver if this is part of Israel or Palestine. And he said this place is called West Bank. I don't really know what he meant, but let's just call it West Bank. Dead Sea, like I said, is a must for this trip. That's why I squeezed this half-day tour on my schedule. I spent my day floating, swimming, and just chilling by the sea. And I'm so glad I included this in my itinerary.
This is the view from the top of Mount of Olives. Kaya siyang tinawag na Mount of Olives kasi ayun, if you're going to see those tiny little trees, these are olive trees. And yung olive trees is a big industry here, especially in Israel. Ginagawa nila yung oil, kasama lagi sa food nila.
My third day is still packed with activities. For this day, I choose to visit some neighboring attraction of the old city. I ascended to Mount of Olives. I have another video link in the description as well. From Mount of Olives, you can achieve your mandatory selfie with the old city as the background. You can also see the Chapel of Acsension, Pater Noster Church, the Tomb of Absalom, Mosque of Omar, Tomb of the Virgin Mary, and finally, get your way to the Gethsemane garden. It's a half-day tour and I choose to do it on my own since I already know the attractions that I want to visit from this part of the city.
Ang dami kong fans sa likod. Sumusunod silang lahat. Ayun. Sunod lang sila ng sunod. Ayun silang lahat sa likod. Ang dami nila. Diyos ko na. Nagkanta na sila. Diba? Kaya gusto ko yan sila eh. Welcome na welcome. Kahit ano game. Para mga Pinoy ba? Pakita ko sa inyo yung daanan dito. Puro Google Map lang yan. Wala na akong tour guide. Hindi na siya guided tour. So, tour on my own. And with the help of Google Map. And with the help of little bit of charm. Para mga pagtanong-tanong sa mga tao. So, yung Garden of Gethsemane, yung biblical importance niya is dito daw nagdasal sa Jesus before he got arrested ng mga Hudyo and before he made his way to the way of the cross. After the Garden of Gethsemane, merong basilica. Then on the other side is ito na yung wall of the old city. Amazing. Malapit lang siya actually, kaya lang yung daan is pasikot-sikot lang. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
معكرونة بتحب المعكرونة؟
Ma, fi corona. Pasok na ako, guys. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, hindi ko pa alam kung ano itinerary ko, pero let's see.
On my fourth day, I decided to just go to the city center of Jerusalem and buy some souvenirs. I also have an early flight, so I decided to just go there early.
It's okay.
יפו, מרכז, במרחב, ג'פה, סנטר.
نعم لا לשכוח חפצים אישיים ברכבת. يرجى عدم ترك الأغراض الشخصية في القطار. Please do not forget personal belongings on the train.
Here in Jerusalem, going to Tel Aviv airport. Ito pala dapat yung landmark mo.
Only one you need? Anything else? Or that's
Only one.
I give it to you only this and this one free on my account. I know you don't have this. This is from the garden. This is for no charge. Come with it. All of them only 80 shekels. And this one free with it. This one not charge. Believe me. This one costs you a lot. But
80! How much
shekels,
80?
not dollars. Shekels, man. And this one free with it. This is from the garden Gethsemane.
No, 1 shekel.
How much you want to pay me? No problem for me. Read. How much you like to
40.
70. 70.
70? No, 70. It's not, not coming 70.
Give me عمي 60. يلا خلاص. Between me and you, okay? In the
50
middle.
حبيبي 50.
يلا هات 50.